so Sukhasana. Move the flesh of the buttocks from the center out to the sides. And so with that, paying attention, so feeling how the weight is on the buttocks. When you make any adjustment, what changed in the body. So first, draw the shoulders back and down, shoulder blades deepen against the back ribs, tucking the chin slightly, lift up through the crown of the head to the ceiling. And as you breathe out, just allow yourself to become heavy. Softening the groins, the hips. Feeling the contact between the base of the body and the floor. And feeling all the touch points. With each next breath out, allow yourself to let go a little more. So you're only using the necessary muscles to keep you upright and letting go of any unnecessary tension in the body. And then slowly, as you begin to press the tips of the fingers down, and also beginning to feel the upward force from the ground up, the sucking up action in the palms of the hands reflected in the armpits and in the ribs, so that the downward and the upward forces balance each other. Feel the touch of the shoulder blades against the back ribs and see that both are even, especially the inner shoulder blades. And then from the openness of the chest, place your hands in front of you, roots of your thumbs against the chest, fingers slightly away from the chest wall. Relax the upper arms, relax the elbows. As you close the eyes, close them from top to bottom, as if you are looking away from the brain down towards the heart center, in the center of the chest. And keeping your focus there, just take a few breaths from the center of the chest. Feel the touch between the hands and just noticing if one is pressing more aggressively than the other. Keep the hands even. Keep the face soft. Widen the space between the eyebrows. Soften the eyelids. Let the eyes move back away from the eyelids. As if you had eyes at the back of the head, looking out through the darkness of the skull. Relax the jaws, the tongue, the throat. And after your next breath in, we'll do 3 Oms together in your own time, feeling the vibration of the sound in the body. As you breathe out and bow the head down, surrender the brain to the heart once more. Release the hands to your thighs and listen to the resonance of silence. And breathing in, lift the head up and open the eyes. And so stretch the legs forward. And cross the legs the other way. And if you can sit down lower and have something for the head. You're going to come forwards first. But first interlocking the fingers and pressing the fingers down in front of you. So you can lean forward onto your hands while bringing more weight to your hands. And really filling all the gaps around the mounts of the fingers. And so paying extra attention. Being in the present moment with what you are feeling. That's how you get the most out of the practice. So feel the skin of the palms expanding from the center out to the side. And then from there, keep that action as you stretch the arms forward, and as you inhale, stretch the arms up. Yeah, so still as if you were pressing the floor with the palms of the hands. It's the same action in the hands. Notice how that affects the extension, the sides of the body. Have the outer arms gripping towards one another. And breathe. And from there you can undo the hands and just stretch the arms with palms facing each other, feeling the difference. And then from there extend and lengthen forward and go halfway first, extending all the way through the tips of the fingers. And then from there, taking the hands down, lengthen still through the chest, and then come forward more, taking the head down. As soon as the head touches the support, allow yourself to let go the thinking brain, losing its grip as the awareness moves from the thinking towards being, from the front brain towards the back brain. The eyes sinking deep into the eye sockets, and the awareness moves more towards the back body, spreading around the back body like butter on bread. Breathing. And then as you inhale, coming back to center. And you can cross the legs the other way. And then again, to interlocking the fingers the other way also, and press the hands in front of you. And again, so toes are just slightly touching, and trying to fill all the gaps around the mounts of the fingers. So the skin of the palms expands from the center out, not the other way around. You can allow more weight down on your hands. And then from there, maintaining that action in the palms as you stretch the arms forward and up to the ceiling. Extend and lengthen. Yeah, so still reaching up through the mounts of the index fingers especially, opening all those gaps around the mounts of the fingers. And then from there you can undo the hands and just have the palms facing forward now, feeling the difference. In the extension, where do you feel it? Do you feel that the extension is more in the front rather than the sides? And then from there, lengthen forward again, go halfway, extending through the tips of the fingers, keep your buttocks down. And then take your hands down, lengthen through the front, and then come forward. And again, paying attention as the forehead reaches that support or changes in the awareness. Front brain towards the back brain, the eyes deep into the eye sockets. Just be with the breath. beginning to soften around the hips. And then as you inhale, coming back to center. And stretch the legs forward. And just come into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Actually, let me show you this. So you're going to come into dog pose. And then from there, you're going to take your right foot forward. And I'm not too worried if the foot goes back towards you now, so work on this more. And just lean forward first. Hips are leveled. And then from there, you're going to take the other leg forward and come here into Gomukasana. Okay? So come into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Yeah, not that, just Ardha Mukha Svanasana dog pose. And just let yourself be there, spread the fingers apart evenly. And so paying attention, yeah, is really the theme. So as you press the hands down, feel how the weight is on your hands, where the weight is. And as you soften the skin of the palms, can you soften the skin and then you'll be able to feel the weight better if you can soften, and then from there lifting. I don't know if it makes sense. Just sensing, feeling how you are, lengthening the sides of the body, lifting the buttocks high and slowly straightening the legs fully, pulling up the knees, activating the legs. Mary, okay? And then from there, you're going to bend your right knee, bringing your right leg forward and across. And with the hips leveled, come down, taking your left knee down. And hips are leveled with the front. So even if so you might not go all the way down, that's okay, but keep the hips leveled. And then slowly be on the forearms first. Breathing through it, and then slowly coming all the way forward. Yep, lean so you can come forward more. Let the back knee go down. All right, and then from there, then lift yourself up and take your other leg forward as well. And come from there into Gomukasana. So your knees are over one another. We're going to do some hip work now. If you need to sit on some height, then please do. Yeah, so on a blanket or whatever you need if you're really unbalanced. Otherwise, you see that your feet are in line with each other. And if the hips are not, if you feel that one sitting bone is heavier than the other, and as you press the fingers down, lift yourself up slightly, and then come down on the lighter one first. All right, and then from there, again, stretch the arms forward, interlocking the fingers, palms away, and again, get that sense of pressing against the floor, and as you inhale, stretch the arms up. So the palms are not shrinking, but expanding from the center. Lengthen the sides of the body. And then from there, you can let go of the hands, palms face each other as you come forward. So you can take your hands down, lengthen through the front body, and then you take yourself down to some support. Whatever you need much more now, because it's different more challenging on the hips. Just feeling how the hips are now, where you're feeling it. Breathing through it and letting go. Letting go where you need to let go. And as we inhale, you can come back to center. Yeah, lifting, lengthening through the chest. And as we exhale, you're going to turn to your right side. So we're going to turn side to side 3 times. Yeah, quite fast. So as you breathe in, coming forward. As you breathe out, going to the other side. In your own time, side to side, turning the spine. Still be leveled on the sitting bones. And then last time when you get to your right side, stay on your right. Inhale, lengthen through the front, and as you exhale, turn more to your right side. And see if you can look with your left eye all the way to the right side and feel how that helps you to turn the spine more or not. Just see for yourself. And then what does it feel like when you turn your head away? Yeah, can you get more turn in the spine when you look to your left side? What's the difference? Be sensitive, feel, pay attention. And then breathing in, coming back to center. And then to the other side, take your left hand to the outside of the top leg. Inhale, lift, exhale, turn. Lifting and turning with your breath out. And then again, looking to your left side with your right eye as much as you can. See how that affects the spine. And then what's the difference when you look away? Can you turn? Does it free the spine a little more when you look away to the other side? And then come back to center. Taking your right foot on top of the left thigh. Take your left foot forward slightly. So half Padmasana if you can manage it. Yeah. Press the fingers by the sides, lengthen to the front. If you need some support for that knee, yeah, the knee should not be sore. And then coming forward, leading with the chest, fingers forward, and hit down. Just do what you can. Yeah, do what you can. Take your hands forward though. Yeah, to support you. And again, just feel the hips and let go when you need to let go. And inhale, come back to center. And from there, bring your right foot on top of the left foot. So also the feet are crossing and lengthening from the groins out towards the knees. And then bring the pubic bone forward more to your feet if you can. So be as upright as you can be. And then once more, bring your right foot on top of the left thigh. And if you are, for those of you who are a little bit more flexible, see if you can bring your foot forward towards the knee into what's called Guptasana. That's going to really make it challenging. So again, lengthening then through the front body. And then trying to come forward. See how far forward can you go. And letting go. In that right hip, how much can you let go? Just allow yourself to feel the sensations. Try not to run away from them. And then as you inhale, come back to center. And once more, take your right foot to the left foot. And lengthen from the groins out towards the knees. Yeah, not pushing the knees down, but lengthening from the groins out. And then see, can you bring yourself forward slightly? Breathing. And then from there, come back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Just feeling how you are as the body is opening up. Stay still, be still, and feel. And then from there, you're going to take your left foot forward, and the foot across to the other side, and back knee down, and then coming forward onto your elbows. Give yourself a moment there, and then all the way forwards. And just feel and breathe. And then let yourself come up and bring your right knee forwards also. So now you have your left knee on top of the right knee, coming into Gomukhasana. So again, have your feet in line with one another, and it may feel different, so see how the weight is on your buttocks, and then as you press the fingers down, lift yourself up slightly, and then if you need to bring your, so it would be the left buttock down first probably, before the right, to keep yourself more leveled on the sit bones. From there, stretch the arms forward, interlocking the fingers the other way. Arms away, spreading across the palms, and as you inhale, stretch the arms up. Squeezing your outer upper arms in towards one another and lengthening, breathing. Soft, smooth breath through the nose. And then undo the hands, palms face each other as you come forward. Lengthen first, and then have some height for the head, taking the head down. Again, trying to soften so as the head becomes supported. See how you can soften the hips. Yeah? Feel the connection between the support for the head and the softening of the hips. Alright, and as you inhale, coming back to center. And we're going to turn the spine, so press the fingers down first to lift first. Before we turn, it's important to lift. And as we exhale, then turning from side to side, starting with on the right side, then the left. And turning with the breath out, and going back with the breath in. So next time you get to your right side, stay on the right. Inhale, lift, exhale, turn more. Lifting and using your hands to let you turn more. And then also turning the head so that you're looking with your left eye to the right side. And also turning the head away. So turning your head to your left as you turn to your right. How does that feel? And then coming back to center, and last time to the other side, so left hand to the right hand to the outside of the other leg. Inhale, lift, exhale, turn, lift and turn. And then looking with your right eye all the way to the left side. Noticing what changes. And then look with the head to the other side. And continue to turn. How does it feel now? And then breathing in, come back to center. Taking your left foot on top of the right thigh. Take your right foot forward slightly. Yeah, so see how this side is. Inhale, lengthen through the front, and then come forward with the breath out. So as soon as the forehead is down on the support, allow the hips to soften. Feel how you are on the journey of your hips. And then inhale, come back to center. Taking your left foot on top of the right foot, crossing the soles of the feet. Extend the knees from the groins out towards the knees. Lift the navel, lift the chest, shoulders back. And then if you can, keep it going forward more to challenge yourself a bit more. And once more, taking your left foot on top of the right thigh and taking the foot forward towards the knee into Guptasana if you can. If that's too much, then take your foot back. So as you take your foot forward, it becomes more challenging on the hips, on the left hip now. All right, and from there, lengthen as you go forward. So try not to round the back as you go. And now you really, really feel it in your left hip. So how much can you let go? And just allow yourself to witness that stretch without reacting to it. All right, and as we inhale, coming back to center, and this time come into full and Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet are against each other. Yeah? Not on top, but against each other in the classical pose. Press the heels against each other, let the knees come out to the side. And then if you can, so you can again slide the pubic bone forward towards your feet. Allow the soles of the feet to open. You can support yourself with your hands and lift and breathe. All right, and then you can take your knees together and you're going to come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. So we're going to do it this way. So as you come towards dog pose, I want you to keep your knees bent, just barely off the floor, taking the knees out to the side as if you were still doing Baddha Konasana. And just feel the softness in the abdomen. What happens, the spaciousness in your back, lower back, as you slowly straighten the legs. Paying attention. Right, so press your hands down evenly, tuck your toes under, lengthen the buttocks back to your heels first, and let the knees come out to the sides. And when you do that, noticing that space you have in your belly, in your abdomen, so a bit lower down even with your knees lean, and out to the side, and lengthen back, lengthen back. So see what this gives you. Yeah, so stay still. Come also with your knees still bent, if you can, knees out to the sides. Let yourself take the buttocks back. So you press the hands down, lengthen the sides, take your buttocks back. Feel the height you have through the sitting bones. And then from there, slowly begin to straighten the legs. And at some stage, you kind of lose something. Yeah, so especially if the hamstrings are stiff, your buttocks start to go down, your tailbone starts to kind of hang down. So just notice that without judging at which stage that happens. Yeah, so pay attention. How are the sensations in the body now as we warmed up the hips? All right, and then you can bend your knees, come down. And we are going to take a belt in case you need it. We're going to lie on the back. And continuing with that extend rotation in the hips a little longer. So you're going to take your knees out to the sides. So here I'm kind of flying like a baby, and I'm symmetrical, so I feel that the weight is even on both sides of the sacrum. And then you're going to catch hold of your right toe and stretch your right leg out to the side, but keeping yourself leveled on both sides of the sacrum. From there, as you take the leg up, and you may need now belt around the foot, yeah, maybe, and then straighten the other leg. I have a wall here, but you need a wall today. Yeah, so either holding the big toe or holding your belt. Yeah. Then from there, so you probably will need a belt for this one. You're going to take the knee out to the side, foot towards you, and then elbow over the head. And in this position, you already have that action of the upper leg for the next one, as you straighten the leg straight out to the side. So there is the tendency that from here you go up, but I don't want you to do that. As the knee is already out, you keep it out and just straighten the leg out to the side. Yes, now both legs are straight. Supta Paramudskasana, 2. And then releasing, and then we do the other side the same way. Okay? Lying on the back. Take your knees out to the sides. Just hold your knees with your hands, letting yourself open a little more. And pay attention as to how you are on the sacrum. Yeah? Just feel how leveled you are there, being symmetrical. And from here, so either if you have really stiff hamstrings, you can have a belt around your right foot, or just hold. Actually, in this one, we all can manage. Yeah, from the inside of the right knee, the inside, Sarah. Yeah, catch hold of the big toe with the 2 fingers, and as you breathe out, take your leg straight out to the side. So as you do that, feel that you're still leveled on the sacrum. Yeah, so you need to hold from the inside though. Bernie, from the inside of the knee, yeah, and then out to the side, be leveled on the sacrum. So this is all good work for the low back, the hips, of course, as well. Not straightening the other leg yet. So your left leg is bent, your right leg is out to the side. All right, and then as you straighten the right leg up, as you take it up, then you straighten your left leg towards straight forward towards the wall. And then if that's too much, you can put the belt around the foot. And you can hold the belt with both hands now, or hold the sides of the foot with both hands. One, yeah, so both sides. So the leg is, Alicia, the leg is up. The foot is up now. No. Yeah, so one leg is down, the left leg, and the right leg is up, straight up. Yeah. So again, feeling how you are on the sacrum, the side of the sacrum. And then from there, so now, from here, we are going to bend your right knee out and taking the foot across. And you can help yourself with your left hand to move it up higher. So the leg is making a right angle. Yeah, the left leg is straight, extend through the heel, and then lift your right elbow up and see, can you bring it overhead and give yourself more leeway if you need to. Yeah, and then pushing the head down on the elbow so that you get more action in that right hip. So that you don't go all the way to the floor, because don't give yourself too much leeway. Eventually you're trying to hold the foot with the hand, but it's just to get more movement in the hip. All right, and then from there, you already have that action, the right action in your hip, as you just take the leg out to the side. So don't take it up, no, don't take it up, take it out. Yeah, straighten the leg, And keep your left leg firm so that the back of the left thigh is down. Yeah. So now can you still feel that you are leveled on both sides of the sacrum? All right, and then take your leg back up and bend your knees, bend both knees, take your belt off and start coming back into the starting position with your knees out and back to feeling the levelness of both sides of the sacrum. Let the knees go out. So feet are up off the floor though, Carmel. You're holding the knees with your hands. Yeah, like kind of like a baby playing. No, but knees are out, away from each other. Knees out. Yeah, out. Hold your knees, not your feet, your knees. Yeah. All right, and then you either have a belt or hold the big left toe with your 2 fingers, or have a belt around your left foot, and take your arm to the inside of that left knee, not the outside. Keeping your right leg bent, and as you breathe out, and take your right leg out to the side. Keeping the levelness of the sacrum of the floor. Yeah, see how that feels. Out to the side. So left leg is straight, Karma. Right leg is bent, but it's no. So yeah, it's straight, but it's out. Yeah. It's a bit confusing, is it? So left leg is out, and you're still holding the. So look at me. I'm doing it sitting, so you can see me. But left leg is out, and the right knee is out, and the foot is still on the floor. Yeah. So it looks like this. Left leg out, and you're still trying to get the knee out with your hand. And then from there, you're going to bring your left leg up as you straighten the right leg. And if you need a belt now, then have a belt. So right leg is straight now, but still trying to keep the levelness on the sacrum, the sides of the sacrum. Both legs are straight now. Extend through both your heels. Thighs moving away from you. Hold each end of the belt with each hand, or the sides of the foot with your hands. And now you're going to bend your left knee out to the side and holding the belt with your left hand close to the foot. Help yourself with your right hand, holding the outer foot to bring it up more towards the face. So your leg is in the right angle. And then taking your left elbow over the back of the head. And then trying to get your head down towards the notch in your elbow. Yeah, so really feeling that action in your left hip. And then from there, just take your leg straight out without taking it up. Take it straight out. Keeping that action in the hip. Yeah, good. Not up, Tori, but out. So when you straighten the leg up, you kind of lose that action in the hip. So I need you to have the knee bent first. The knee goes out, that's it. And from there, take the leg straight out. Don't take it up. Out to the side. No, not up, out. Is that confusing? So I'm here, Tori, look at me. So if I'm lying down, I'm like this. And then I'm not doing this, but I keep the action in the take the leg out. So just from here, we go out. Yeah, out. Yeah, better. All right, and then you can again bend both knees and you can release. Roll into your side. Come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana and feeling how the dog is now. So how does it feel in the hips now? Can you get more height through the sit bones? Don't do a bicycle, but just stay still. So once you get there, lengthen the sides of the body as much as you can. Make your legs as firm as you can. Pull up the knees, push the thighs back. And just stay still and be the witness of what's going on there. How has anything changed? From there, then walk your hands back towards the feet. Then you're going to come into standing. And we're going to get a chair. And first, having the chair, the back of the chair towards you. Just have a look. So we've done this before. Taking your right foot forward, and then you're going to take your left knee down and walking your left knee back. And as much as you can. Press the hands on the foot of the chair, lengthening, lifting as best you can. And just trying to sit down in the hips. So you are now working differently in the hips. Yes, now you are in a different plane of movement. And you should be feeling the back thigh, the hip flexors of the back line. Press the hands down on top of the chair to lift from the lower abdomen. Breathe. And then once you kind of warm up into it, can you slide the back knee back a little more? All right, and then you can come out of it, change sides. So now taking your left foot forward. Make sure the front leg is in the right angle. And pressing the hands on top of the chair, lifting from the lower abdomen. And then slowly as you warm up, begin to take your right knee back more, bit by bit. So sitting with the breath out, can you sit down more into your hips? Sitting down into your hips more. Both hips are facing forward evenly. Yeah, so use the breath out to sit down a bit more. So your upper body comes upright. So as you press the hands down on top of the chair, come upright with the upper body. So you're lifting from the lower belly. And then sitting into your hips. Let the hips go down. Let the hips go down. So are you feeling the back thigh? That's the question. Good. And then come out of this. And now we're going to have the chair the other way. And so stepping your right foot on the chair. And taking hold of the back of the chair. And then bending your left knee down. Keep your knee close to the chair. Pulling at the side of the chair to lift up the knee. The right knee is on the inside of the arm. Yeah, and then pulling at the chair to lift. Okay. So right foot on the chair, hold the sides of the back of the chair, and then left knee down. You want to challenge yourself, you can take the knee a little bit further back. And again, just feeling where you see where you're feeling it. So somewhere in your left groin, left thigh. Be as upright as you can be. And then come up. Change sides. Right, so left foot up, right knee down. The left knee is on the inside of, no, on the inside side of the arm, on the inside, and right knee down. And then pulling at the side of the chair to lift up. And then calmly see how much you can bring your right knee down, bending your right knee and bringing it to the floor. You need to bring it closer to the chair because now otherwise it's too hard. Yeah. Be closer to the chair and see how much you can bring it down. Yeah, good. Pulling at the sides of the chair to lift the chest. That's how you get deeper into it. Okay, and then you can come up, release. So now having your blanket on the top of the chair and taking your right leg on the seat of the chair, across the chair, so the foot is hanging off the seat, and then stepping your left foot back, keeping the back leg straight, and then I'm pulling at the side of the chair to lift again. So not leaning forward like this, but I want to lift up. And I want to try and keep the right foot forward as best I can. Yeah, so it's kind of like a pigeon, but with the foot up higher. Okay. So have a blanket on the chair, have the foot hanging off the side, and try and bring your foot forward. And hold the back of the chair, the sides of the back of the chair. And just let yourself go down as much as you can. So when the leg is hard, it's easier. Yeah? And then how much can you straighten the back leg? And lift from the lower abdomen, shoulders back, lift the chest, back leg straight, as much as you can. So getting some movement in the hip karma, so the foot needs to come forward slightly if you can manage that. Yeah, good. All right, and then you can release, change sides. So taking your left leg across. And right leg back. Hips are leveled with the chair, with the front. Pulling at the sides of the chair, shoulders back, lift the chest up. As best you can, trying to keep the back leg straight. Breathing, feeling. So pushing the side of the chair to be as upright as you can be. So that gets you deeper into the pose. All right, and then come back, release. And we are going to stand. So you've got your right leg. I know you can't see my head, but you don't need to see my head. So your right leg, right foot is on the chair, left leg is perpendicular, and you're going to press your right foot down on the chair and just seeing what happens in that hip, the bottom, and extending from the right groin towards the right inner knee, from the right outer knee back into the hips, squeezing the bottom in. Yes, there's this openness in that groin. And be on the heel of the left foot, more than the toes. Okay, we are all doing this together. And then you can stretch the arms out to the sides and just stay there first with the arms out. And trying to keep your shoulders compact so that the top arms move towards each other, and the bottom arms move out. So there's compactness in the shoulders. So you kind of feel the connection between the arms and the chest. And from there, turn your palms up, and as you inhale, stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. And on the side of the body, I'm still pressing the right foot down. And as you exhale, you can release the arms. And we will do the other side. So now taking the chair to the other side, or turning, taking your left foot on the seat of the chair. So left leg is in the right angle. And as you press the foot down, see what happens in that hip. Yes, see how it lifts. The buttock starts to work, extending from your left groin towards the left inner knee, from the outer knee back into the hip. Standing firmly on your standing leg, and more on the heel. And then stretch the arms out to the sides, turn your palms up. So first again, the top arms move towards each other and the bottom arms out. And then from there, stretch the arms up to the ceiling, extending, lengthening up, arms facing each other, breathe, and keep pressing the foot down. So really feeling that the left buttock is working. And as you breathe out, you can release. And now have the chair in front of you. And we are going to do 3 poses like this. So you're standing behind your chair, with the feet together. Yeah, so let's do this together to save time. And now you're going to start to bend your right knee out to the side. And lift your right foot up. You can help yourself to hold the ankle with your right hand. Pressing the foot high up against the opposite thigh, or also the thigh against the foot. Yeah, and it's the same action in the hip. So that you're extending from the groin towards the inner knee, the outer knee back into the hip. And as you press your hands down on the top of the chair, can you get lift from the lower belly? Groins are lifted. Be firm on your standing foot, stand in your heel. And then from there, once you are ready, getting your balance, stretching the arms out, arms up. And with that compactness in the shoulders, stretch the arms up to the ceiling. Extending up, lengthening the sides. Yeah, if the hands go together, good. If they don't, that's okay. But keep your arms straight. And as you exhale, take your arms back down. Staying with how you feel. Yep, press your hands down on the back of the chair as you lift the navel. And then begin to lift your left heel up, take your knee out to the side. Begin to lift your left foot up, hold the ankle, and press the foot high up against the right thigh. And also press the thigh against the foot. If the foot doesn't want to stay there, press the heel more than the toes. And feel that extension from the groin to the knee, from the outer knee back into the hip. Pressing the hands down on the back of the chair, lifting. Navel, chest lifting, shoulders back. Once you are ready, stretch the arms out. Turn your palms up, and as you inhale, stretch the arms up to the ceiling. Extending, lengthening up, lifting the groins up still. And as you exhale, then take your arms back down. And the foot down. And the next one is Virabhadrasana 2. So taking your chair, the back of the chair towards you on the right side. Yeah, we're doing this together. I'm kind of running out of time. So taking the foot over the back of the chair, and the your left foot away. So you have a good distance between the feet, like for warrior number 2. And as you press your right foot down in the chair, you want to feel as if you are pulling yourself out of the chair. Extend the arms from the center. Look over to your right side and breathe. So pushing the right foot down. And again, just feeling that action in the hip. Breathing. Soft, smooth breath. So lifting the right side of the waist up. The rim of the right pelvis is lifting. Good, and then you can release and change sides. Yeah, so taking your left foot over the chair. The foot is right on the edge. And walk your right foot away from you. And then as I press the foot down, it helps me to lift the left side of the body from the left rim of the pelvis. And the action is as if I'm pulling myself away from the chair. Stretch the arms out to the sides. Open in the chest. Look over to your left side. Breathing. Yeah, so this is really how the warrior pose should feel in the hips. Stay and breathe and feel. All right, and then you can release. Take your foot down, and we are going to do warrior number 1. Yeah, so in the same way, taking your right foot over the top of the chair. This time you are facing the chair and stepping your left foot back and the heel in. And as you press the foot down, navel, chest is lifting. And again, as you are trying to pull yourself out of the chair, but this time both hips are facing to the chair. Stretch the arms out. Turn your palms up, and as you inhale, stretch the arms. And lengthen. And as you exhale, and take both arms down. And change side. Yeah, so taking your left leg over the chair, taking your right foot back. Have a good distance between the feet. So step back well. And both hips are facing forward. And the action is as you are pulling yourself out of the chair. And then once you are ready, stretch the arms out first. And feel that connection so that the arms are firm in the shoulders. And you feel where the arms connect to the chest. Then turn your palms up, and as you inhale, stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. All right, then as you breathe out, and you can release the arms, take your foot out of the chair. And I'm kind of going to have to shorten my plan because I'm running out of time. You can continue next week. But for now, we're going to do Prasarita Padmasana. So we're going to take your feet wide apart with the chair in front of you. So first, here, so doing it into your own capacity. So first, the hands are on the seat of the chair, you're lengthening forward. So you're getting the space in the chest, in the spine. And then, if you keeping the head on the seat of the chair, so take your arms down. If the spine is straight. And then third, trying to bring your head down and your hands in line with your feet. So go to wherever you need to be. So first you've got to keep the spine straight. Yeah, Bernie, you still have to stay on the chair. Yeah, lengthen. And keep the buttocks high. Keep the spine straight. Make your legs firm. Pull up the knees. Taking your hands down to the floor if you can, with the head still on the chair. Resting. Keeping the extension through the front body. So you create that space and then you try to maintain it. Yeah. And then, so for those who still can, who are still with me, bend the elbows and take your hands in line with your feet. And then if you need something for the head, have something for the head. Good, Amanda. Nice cushion. And elbows towards each other. And the head down, if you can. So working with your sensitivity, not, yeah, it doesn't matter if it's not, if you feel the spine rounding, it's no point going down. You could work at it first to get the extension. Yeah, Mary, keep the arms straight and keep lengthening forward. Keep your hands, yeah, keep your hands moving forward so you get more and more stretch. And lift the buttocks high, pull up the knees, breathing. Yeah, take your buttocks back, Amanda, more. Pull up the knees so you don't, so the legs are perpendicular to the floor. All right, and then you can release, come up. And we shall finish in Viparita Karani, whichever way you can do it. So either have some blocks, blanket on top, or you can have a bolster if you have one. Right, so bolster. A bolster, you make some height with your blocks and a blanket. Have a break behind so that the bolster is slightly away from the wall. I'm gonna put the blanket on top. It's a good thing to have a belt around your thighs. Sitting sideways. Belt around the thighs. Hip all the way to the wall, and then as the legs go up, the upper body comes down. We're trying to keep the sit bones at the wall as you go. And then if you need to wiggle yourself back to the wall so that the buttocks are touching the wall. And there's softness, there's broadness in the abdomen, the diaphragm is relaxed. And the arms are by the side. Or you can also have the arms in a right angle. Chin down. And so this is the start of your Shavasana, of your relaxation. Yeah, you're going to stay here for a few minutes. And then if you feel like you want to lie down flat, then I'm going to leave it up to you. So it's always, so you need to calm to start. You start sideways with the hip touching the wall, because then it's much easier to stay at the wall. So sitting on the bolster. You don't want me to, okay. Yeah, and then as the upper body goes down, then the legs go up. And then keeping the feet hip-width apart, be in the center of each heel. And feel that broadness, the softness in the belly. Arms to the sides, palms facing up. The chin is down, the back of the neck is long. And the arms can also be in a right angle if you prefer. That only works though if the wrists are flat on the floor. Otherwise, it's not relaxing. Yeah, it has to be relaxing. And just closing the eyes and letting go. Relax the face and all the facial muscles. Widen the space between the eyebrows. Soften the eyelids. Let the eyes move down away from the eyelids, as if you had eyes at the back of the head, looking out through the darkness of the skull. Relax the jaws, the tongue, the throat. Feel the contact you have between the back body and the floor, from head to feet and feet to head, feeling all the touch points between the back body and the floor. And the whole plane of the body on the floor, and the backs of the legs on the wall, all at once. And with the breath out, just letting go more and more. And just allow yourself to feel that stillness, the aware presence that is always, always there in every tissue, in every cell, in every nerve of the body. Just let yourself feel that presence and that aware silence. So in your own time, you can then lie flat or you can stay as you are. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I hope you have a good night. It's nice to see you back. And I shall see you all next week. Good night.